Hey guys, Inglorious B here, and today I will be discussing the starter Warframes and how to level in the first stages of the game. So, if you have already started playing this game, it is most likely that you have already chosen your starter Warframe. But for those of you who haven't yet, let's go over them real quickly. The three starter Warframes are Mag, Fold and Excalibur. Mag is a magnetic based Warframe which trades health and armor for pure destructive damage. Her first ability, Pull, does exactly what you'd expect it to do. It pulls the selected enemy towards you, stunning it and dealing damage at the same time. Shield Polarize depletes the enemy's shields and replenishes the shields of your fellow squad members. At the same time, it also causes an explosion which is highly effective when used in big crowds. Bullet Attractor magnetizes an enemy, making all the bullets in range hitting the targeted enemy. When the enemy dies, the magnetic field will explode, dealing damage to the surrounding enemies. Mag's fourth ability is Crush, which, well, literally crushes the enemies around you. Good for a bit of crowd control, and if you like to play offensive, Mag is certainly a Warframe for you. Even though Fold is considered to be an offensive Warframe, out of the three starters, it actually has the most defensive and utility abilities. His first ability, Shock, just shocks the enemy, dealing damage and stunning it for a short amount of time. Though it does not do too much damage, it comes at a cheap cost and will also affect enemies close in range. The second ability, Speed, is probably one of Fold's best known abilities, and it comes in very handy. It makes the whole team run at a higher speed, speeding up missions like Sabotage, Exterminate, and actually any kind of mission besides defense, survival and interception. Fold's third ability, Electric Shield, creates an electric shield which protects you from getting hit by enemy fire. This is not the best defense ability in the game, but for starters it is quite a good one. It even amplifies gunfire, so it's great for mowing down mobs or reviving a downed teammate. Fold's final ability, Overload, just overloads everything in the room and deals damage to all the enemies around you. So, if you like to play offensive but also have some defensive and utility abilities, Fold is a Warframe for you. Excalibur is said to be a very unique Warframe in the game, and the people who like his gameplay are not to find any real comparable Warframe in the game. This is because Excalibur is the single average Warframe. And with average I do not mean he's bad at fighting, no, not at all. But he is not offensive, defensive or stealthy. You can just use him actually anywhere you like. That is why this is a great starter Warframe to get an idea of what kind of player you are. His first ability, Slash Dash, dashes Excalibur forwards, dealing damage to the enemies he hits. It's a good move for getting out of a nasty situation or moving across the map. His second ability, Radial Blind, blinds all the enemies in close range. This is a great ability as it will blind any kind of enemy for a certain amount of time, and it will also enable you to revive a teammate or restore your shields. Super Jump is Excalibur's third ability and allows him to jump up high in the air. Though this may seem very useful and can be used to get to secret spots in the game or just move on the map, you'll be finding yourself not using it very much. Radial Javelin is Excalibur's fourth ability and does damage to all surrounding enemies. Depending on the level of your Warframe, it might even kill them. And that brings me to the next part of my video for today. It's leveling. Especially leveling for starters, because as you're new to this game, getting higher levels is the first thing which is really on your mind. And like all the other games out there, going out and killing enemies is the only and most effective way to grow your Warframes and weapons. However, keep a few things in mind. First, affinity, the thing that makes your weapons and Warframe level up, is gained by killing enemies and is equally divided over the equipment you have on you. Keep that in mind, because weapons in Warframe can only be leveled to level 30. After that you have to go mod them to make them even stronger. So if you got loads of maxed equipment, be sure to unequip a bit if you want to level up one weapon. Furthermore, kills made by Warframe abilities only grant affinity to your Warframe. Leveling up weapons won't do by only casting Warframe abilities. You really have to use them. Also, for those of you who might already have companions, the kill made by a companion does not grant you any affinity at all. It all goes to your companion, so be aware of that. Knowing this, you're quite well off moving along the solo map and unlocking as many mission nodes as you can. Oh, and a final piece of advice, higher level enemies do not grant relatively higher affinity than the lower levels. So you are better off time-wise to go killing some mobs you can handle than trying to beat way to higher levels. So that's it for today. See ya!